I bet you've wondered how electronic gadgets get tested for RV use. The answer: use real RVers. More on today's Gadgetplex. Hi, this is Andy McCaskey with RV Newsnet at RVNN TV. On today's episode of Gadgetplex, we're going to introduce our new co-host. We're going to be talking about some cool products, and we're going to jump right in the middle of all of this. Here's Phil May, and here's Phil May when at the Consumer Electronics Show when he was there, not a part of our tech podcast group, but he was there doing interviews looking for cool gadgets that would be of particular use and interest to active RVers. So Phil's joining us today. We've got him up on Skype, and you're in a much warmer climate than we are here.
Oh yeah, just a little bit warmer. I'm looking out the window here. There's a few palm trees, and it's just pushing 80 degrees. But I guess you didn't want to know that, really, did you?
No, I really didn't need it. That falls in the category of too much information. Well, tell us about Techno RV, and you know, you've got a good website, you've got a lot of electronic products, but you've got some safety products, you've got kind of a variety of things, and quite frankly, a pretty limited selection compared with some of the big box outlets.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good question. Let me give you some of the background. So this all started maybe 4 or 5 years ago when my wife and I decided that we wanted to look for something different outside of high tech. We'd been in that business for more than 20 years, and you know, we'd always wanted to own an RV and to see the United States, and we were putting it off until our retirement. In the end, we said, you know what? There's no time like the moment. Let's go and do it. So that's pretty much what we did, and you know, we had a lot of fun doing that. But
Yeah.
like all good things, it came to an end, and you know, we were looking at that and thinking, oh gosh, do we want to go back into that world, or is there something that we could do that combines our love of RVing, because we, quite frankly, just really enjoyed that, with our background and our experience in technology. And so that's really how Techno RV was formed, and how the name came about.
Yeah. So you're a full-time RVer, and you've got children with you as well. Your whole family is a part of this Techno RV venture.
Oh, Yep, absolutely. It's a family affair, and you know, some of your viewers may have seen us and the family at the various shows that we go to. So we have Alexandra, she's 15 now, just doing her first year of high school, and Josh, he's 13. But they were 8 and 10 when we set off, so it was an ideal time. But you know, we've learned a lot, and you know, I find being a full-time RVer really makes a difference as we look at some of these technology products, because we look at them with different eyes than normal people.
Let's take a look at your site and look at a couple of these products. I think that will illustrate exactly what you're talking about, seeing it with different eyes. Well, now as I look here, you've got you know, a variety of consumer products, but these are not put in there arbitrarily.
No, exactly. We really tried to zero in on a couple of categories. One is a safety point of view, and you can see there's a Wi-Fi booster, so people need to be connected to the internet, and things like the Wi-Fi boosters can help them. We also have pepper sprays down in the bottom corner, or the middle row there. You can see on the right-hand side, that's one mounted by the doorway in the RV. So those, and also we carry tasers. RVers will travel around the country. We often will stop in places where we don't know where we are, so being able to be protected with something that's appropriate and right for RVers, I think, was important. And then on the rest of the front homepage there is just a selection of some of our most popular items that fall into the category of making life better and more fun, really, from an RVing point of view. There's a backup device there. There's some LED lights. And even a very cool mouse. So yeah, that gives you a flavor for sort of the different categories of things. Now, I just wanted to also add that before anything goes onto this site, there's a lot of work that gets involved in it.
Yeah, well, one of the things we'll be talking about later on in the program is your product testing program. Could you give us just, a sentence or two and describe what that is?
Yeah, exactly. So it's twofold. The first is that, it's like when we were at CES show, a number of people were giving us products to test. So first of all, it has to pass my test, which is, do I like it? Do I think it's useful? Is it something that I think other people would be interested in? But then more importantly, we have a program which is called, as you said, a testing program, where our fellow RVers who we've met at shows and who are on our distribution list will give us their thoughts. We describe it. They come back and they tell us via a survey what they think of it, give us some feedback, and then we even will make one available so people can then try it out.
Okay, well, we will be back in just a moment. We'll talk a little bit about that program, and particularly we're going to take a look at some products that both of us saw at the Consumer Electronics Show. Stay tuned to Gadgetplex.
Sounds fun.
For more TV like this from the world of RVs, head to rvnn.tv.